chemistry is not exactly tough subject beta. So here if you are learn easy method, if you are learn in easy method, definitely you will get more than expected marks. Okay, so simply here, so in academics wise here we have chemistry is 4 types beta. What are those here? Organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry and general chemistry. 4 types chemistry we have here. Okay, so here pharmaceutical chemistry and analytical chemistry, spectroscopic chemistry, these are here different types and different core it is. Okay, academics wise here we have only 4 types of chemistry, that is organic, inorganic, physical and general chemistry. Okay, so here somebody is getting confusion regarding here nomenclature of organic chemistry, somebody is getting confusion in inorganic coordination complex nomenclature, somebody is getting confusion in trends in periodic table, so trends in periodic table, and somebody is getting some confusion, little bit of confusion in each and every topic. And most important thing here exceptions. So here beware of exceptions while you are studying chemistry. So here I will explain all the exceptions and everything here by simplified teaching and with structured content. With structured content, simplified teaching, I will upload all the videos here. Here today onwards we are going to discuss about here first of all some basic principles of techniques, some basic principles and techniques of chemistry. So here this is reference I am taking reference is nothing but here NCERT. Okay, NCERT I am taking as a reference. Okay, right beta. So here simply here in this some basic principles of techniques of chemistry में here what I am discussing here, introduction. So after introduction, okay, I will explain regarding definition of hydrocarbons. After explaining hydrocarbons, here what is the special or unique properties of carbon, that is unique properties. Okay, so what is the unique properties? It is shows linkage property and valency, tetravalency, all the concept you will find in properties of carbon. And after that I will explain regarding hybridization. Hybridization you can find in organic molecules, hybridization you can find in inorganic molecules also. Okay, we have 2 types of hybridations. Okay, I will explain with the tricks and tips. And after that hybridization we will discuss about here nomenclature. Here organic nomenclature we have and inorganic nomenclature, that is coordination compounds nomenclature also we have here. Okay, so after that here chemical properties and physical properties. Okay, all the compounds. Here we have some functional group, that is alcohol, ethers, aldehydes, ketones, okay, carboxylic acids, okay, so esters, and these functional groups, physical properties, chemical properties we will discuss. Okay, so before that here some basic principles and techniques of chemistry. In that here if you are discussing about organic chemistry, so what is organic chemistry exactly? What is organic chemistry? Organic chemistry is nothing but organic chemistry. Is it right? No. Organic chemistry is called as organic chemistry. Is it right? No. So not like here. Organic chemistry means nothing but beta. So it is deals with the carbon compounds. Okay. So here generally in lower standards they will define organic chemistry means nothing but it is the study of carbon compounds. Okay. So in lower standards you will find this definition. But this definition is wrong definition. Okay, so organic chemistry means nothing but not only deals with the carbons, it deals with hydrogens also. Okay, so it means nothing but here the study of carbons and as well as hydrogens, okay, is called as here hydrocarbons. It means nothing but study of hydrocarbons is called as here organic chemistry. Okay, why we are saying study of organic chemistry is hydrocarbons? Because here simple logic beta. Here for example ketones, CH3, C double bond O, CH3. So here in that we have carbon and hydrogen, okay, and aldehyde CH3 C double bond OH, aldehyde functional group. I will explain all the topics, all the functional groups clearly in further videos, okay, no problem. For example, CH3 CH2 OH, ethyl alcohol, if it is having functional group OH, that is alcohol. I will explain all these things. So here in every functional group CH3 C double bond O OR or OCH3, so this is ester C double bond O CH3, okay. So here this is ester. All the components, all the functional groups are having carbons and as well as hydrogens, okay. So here these are belongs to organic compounds, these are belongs to organic compounds, but here the simple logic here, cyanide CN, cyanide formula is CN. So here carbon valence is 4, here 1 2 3 4 bonds, and nitrogen has valency 3 bonds are there, so satisfied. So this is cyanide beta. So cyanide is not belongs to organic compound. Why? It is having only carbon but not having hydrogen. Then the definition is changed from carbon to hydrocarbon. Like here, the study of only carbon is not organic chemistry. The study of carbons and hydrogen is the nothing but study of hydrocarbon is called as here organic chemistry, okay. In previous examination they are given MCQs. Here what is organic compounds, what is organic chemistry, they are given here the study of carbons, the study of carbon compounds, only carbon compounds, and the study of carbon and hydrogen, all the above or none of the above, okay. So maximum students are answered option A, otherwise option D. After writing exam, I wrote correct answer, but maybe it is computer mistake. So it is not computer mistake beta, it's our mistake, okay. So this is the actual definition, that is here the study of carbons and hydrogen is called as hydrocarbon. So hydrocarbons, if you are studying about hydrocarbons, that is called as organic chemistry, okay. So right, organic compounds, but here the thing is, what is the difference between organic compounds and inorganic compounds? Here what is the difference between organic compound and inorganic compound? Here earlier days, around 1780 AD, at that time here what happened generally, so at that time all the scientists are assumed that here organic compounds are produced from living organisms. Organic compounds are produced from living organisms and inorganic compounds are produced from non-living organisms. So they are thinking like that only. But after that here Berzelius, the scientist name is here Berzelius. How is the scientist name? Nice. If it is nice, if it is good, आपको बच्चा पैदा हुए तो उसको लगाओ Berzelius. Wow, what a name. Okay. So right. So actually we have target audience, Hindi audience only we have here. So I need to play my show in front of right audience, so that's why sometimes I will use here Hindi also, so bilingual. So right beta, okay. So here Berzelius said that here some kind of vital role, it means nothing but vital force, okay. Vital force is responsible for producing organic compounds, he said, okay. After that in 1828 AD, in 1828 here all the assumptions are utterly failed, okay. Why? What happened in 1828? We got product that is यूरिया. What is that? यूरिया आ गए अपने को. So यूरिया कहां से आया? यूरिया आए तो क्या हुआ? So यूरिया came from inorganic compounds. Then what happens? So urea is actually organic compound, it is came from inorganic compound. So generally what is the assumption they have here? So organic compounds are came from living organism, inorganic compounds are came from non-living organism. But here from inorganic compounds we are getting organic compounds. So Euler, what is the scientist name here? Euler is synthesized urea. Okay, I guess everybody knows that here regarding urea. So because agriculture product, it is urea, it is came from ammonium cyanate. Okay, so ammonium cyanate is inorganic compound, urea is a organic compound. So definitely here what happens, urea formula is here CH3 C double bond O, sorry, NH2 C double bond O, NH2 is the urea formula. Okay, in that we have carbons and hydrogens. Okay, right. So here simple, here they got urea, so that's why here the definition is changed from non-living organism, from non-living organisms are like inorganic compounds, living organisms are organic compounds. They used this definition, but they changed definition to like this here, hydrocarbons are nothing but organic compounds. Okay, so this is the logic behind definition. And here Euler scientist discovered urea. Then here what happens, Euler scientist, he got Nobel Prize also. Okay, he got Nobel Prize in 1901 also. Okay, so regarding Nobel Prize 1901, when it is started, actually Nobel Prize started in 1901 only. Okay, so we have like magical, tragical and very like suspense, what is that, what do we call here, very suspense story behind the Nobel Prize. Okay, how many sectors they are giving Nobel Prize? Tell me, anyone in comment box. Okay, this is the question, how many sectors they are giving a Nobel Prize? Okay, I guess in chemistry they are giving, physics they are giving. Okay, and I am only saying here, in economics they are saying they are giving, in doctor they are giving, and in peace, okay, in peace they are giving. And one more thing, what is the one more thing here? Chemistry, physics, doctors, and doctors means in medicine field, and economist, peace, and remaining one, tell me, I am also not remembering exactly here. So once tell me answer. And one more thing here, I want to ask one question here. Nobel Prize is not giving to mathematics. Why? What is the reason behind that? Tell me, anyone. Okay, tell me in comment box, what is the reason here? Nobel Prize is giving in 6 sectors. It is not only limited for 6 sectors. You can give Nobel Prize for anything. Okay, so any subject, any in academics wise, non-academics wise, we can give Nobel Prize for every sector except mathematics. Why?